It's 8 p.m. and here are our top stories. An apartment fire in Lakewood leaves a mother and her daughter dead.
I turned on my TV and there was flames everywhere.
Tonight, those living at the complex tell us they didn't hear alarms.
All we heard was yelling. That's all we heard was yelling.
A case is closed decades after it opened.
I cannot at this moment say that I forgive you, Steve Pankey.
The parents of Jonelle Matthews send a message to the man convicted of killing their daughter. A Colorado school district taking a different approach to stopping school shootings.
This is what they decide to do, is to put a couple rifles in our school.
But students we're hearing from say this step is one in the wrong direction.
That doesn't feel like it's the proper response.
Good evening, and thank you for watching Denver 7 News on Local 3. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Amy Wattis. A mother and young daughter were killed and several others were hurt after an apartment fire in Lakewood. It happened early this morning at the Tiffany Square apartments near West 9th Avenue and Sheridan.
Denver 7's Patrick Perez spoke with families who say they didn't hear smoke alarms going off.
Yeah, you have to literally run.
This young couple says they are lucky to be alive after an overnight fire tore through their apartment building, killing a mother and young daughter.
By the time I had made it down the stairs, my feet were on fire.
The fire started shortly after 4 Monday at the Tiffany Square apartments off 9th and Sheridan in Lakewood. There were multiple apartments on fire by the time firefighters arrived.
As I was waking up, I had looked outside and everything was orange.
Davian Flores and Odessa Mestis were sleeping when their 2-month-old daughter started crying.
All we heard was yelling. That's all we heard was yelling, and then the sounding of burning wood.
The couple grabbed their 3 young children as fast as they could to escape, but not before the flames reached their door.
It was so hard for us to get out because of the fact that the whole door was full of fire. So we had to choose between either staying there or running out to the fire.
Thankfully, they all managed to escape with minor burns. Unfortunately, they, along with several others, lost everything to the fire.
If it wasn't for our daughter, I feel like if she wouldn't have woken us up, I feel like maybe we could have lost our lives in there, you know. And
Davian and Odessa say they did not hear any fire alarms going off, and there are no sprinklers in the apartments. We asked West Metro Fire Rescue if there were working alarms and when the building's last inspection was. A spokesperson tells us that is all being looked into. The couple hopes the truth will come to light.
There is a lot of people taking advantage of women and their kids and these type of subsidized housings, and no one's saying anything about it.
Patrick Perez, Denver 7.
We asked the city whether there have been any complaints this year from residents about non-working fire alarms. Their records don't show any. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
We're also hearing from loved ones of the mother and daughter killed in the fire. We're not naming them out of respect for family who have not yet been told. But one relative says she's lost her best friend.
I just can't believe it's real. I can't. We just hung out last night. I turned on my TV and there was flames everywhere and I recognized the building. I feel like I lost my best friend. I do. I feel like I lost my best friend. She would give you the shirt off of her back. She would drop anything she was doing to be there for you. It's just horrible that something like this had to happen.
Family members say they're still processing what happened, but they plan to light candles in memory of the 2 victims.
Now, new tonight, family are sharing the name of a 12-year-old girl killed when the stolen SUV she was in crashed into another vehicle in Aurora. Khadijah McCoy says her stepdaughter, Sinai, was the teenage daughter she hopes her young daughter becomes.
Hug your kids before they leave the house because you never know when the last time you're going to see them.
Tonight, 2 15-year-olds have been taken into custody. Aurora police say one of them was driving the stolen SUV, and they believe the driver was impaired, with 7 other teens inside, crashed into a pickup truck near Buckley and Kent Saturday evening. 4 family members inside the truck, including a 3-year-old and 6-month-old, were taken to the hospital. The adults had life-threatening injuries. Police tell us they are all expected to survive.
The search continues tonight for Joseph Castorena, the man suspected of killing 4 people, including 3 family members in Aurora. The victims were found early Sunday morning at a home near 10th and Geneva. We've learned the victims filed for protection orders against Castorena just days before they were killed. 2 of those orders were granted just a week ago, with hearings for permanent orders set for this Friday. Aurora police say Castorena is considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, call 911.
We're hearing from the friend of a young woman killed in an attempted carjacking in rural Boulder County. Investigators say Taylor Smith Maxwell was shot early Sunday morning while sitting in the passenger seat of her mom's car at Highway 287 and Yellowstone Road. Taylor's friend described her to us as an angel sent from heaven.
She would give you the shirt off her back. She was the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life. She's the friend you always need. She became basically my family. And now I'll never get to talk to her again.
Just awful. Now 3 suspects are in custody. Martin Serta and Adriana Vargas are each facing second-degree murder charges. A 3rd suspect was arrested on several outstanding warrants.
Case closed nearly 40 years after it first opened. Today, a jury found Steven Pankey guilty on 3 counts, including felony murder and the 1984 disappearance and death of 12-year-old Jonelle Matthews in Greeley. The judge sentenced Pankey to life in prison with parole possible after 20 years. During the sentencing, Matthews' parents told Pankey while he faces 1 sentence on earth, he will face another after he dies.
The gates of heaven can still be open to you, and you can escape from eternal hell or damnation. It's up to you, and it's not too late. Steve Pankey, God is waiting.
Matthews' body was found in 2019, 35 years after she vanished. Pankey's first trial in the case ended last year in a mistrial.
Some schools in Colorado will soon store long rifles in their buildings. The St. Vrain Valley School District School Board unanimously approved the proposal last week as a preventative measure in the event of school shootings. But some students I spoke with tell me bringing guns to school is not the answer.
Nobody knew this issue was even on the table.
Niwot High School senior Eliza Eastland isn't happy after she just learned the St. Vrain Valley School Board voted to allow long rifles be stored in her school.
I'm really mad about it. I hate going into school and always having a little part of me be afraid to die in my own school. I think that they should have invited students to come and share their opinions about this.
During a Board of Education study session in August, the Boulder County Sheriff's Office presented the proposal to the school board. The plan will allow long rifles to be stored at 2 of the district's schools, Niwot High School and Lyons Middle Senior High School. The rifles will be securely stored and only school resource officers will have access to them during a school shooter emergency. The Sheriff's Office is focusing on the 2 schools due to how isolated they are, saying that while school resource officers have access to a long rifle in their cars, they'd likely be too far away to be useful, while outside response times to these 2 schools might take longer.
My worry is that it will centralize the shooting, because if a kid with a gun knows where the rifles are being stored, why would they not just go there and prevent the cops from having access to those?
Carly Davis is a senior at St. Vrain Skyline High School. She created this petition because she wants to support her friends going through this, hoping to convince the school board that this move isn't a good idea.
I feel like by putting guns in schools, we're saying that the solution to gun violence is more guns. We need to focus more on kids and the impacts that they're feeling from these school shootings rather than just putting more weapons in schools.
The Boulder County Sheriff's Office says the Arapahoe, Jeffco, and Adams County Sheriff's Office, as well as Brighton and Thornton Police, have teamed up with their schools and are doing the same program, while the Larimer County Sheriff's Office and Loveland Police are in the process of working with its schools to make this happen. During last week's Board of Education meeting, the superintendent assured the board the rifles will not be placed in the schools until he is certain of their security. As for the petition, Carly Davis plans to present it to the school board once she reaches 200 signatures. St. Vrain School District and the Boulder County Sheriff's Office did not have a comment.
Well, it's Halloween night all of Colorado kids are going door to door, filling their bags with candy. Denver 7's Rob Harris caught up with some of our best superheroes, princesses, and skeletons in action.
We looked at the fish, and then we also saw sharks inside.
Ooh, what was your favorite part of the aquarium?
I think we saw some seahorses. My name is Virat, and I am Iron Man.
Why'd you want to be Iron Man? Ooh, I like your mask.
Because Iron Man is like, he learns from his mistakes, same as me.
And are you the Grim Reaper?
Yes, your time has come.
My time has come? If I give you candy, will you let me live?
No.
No! Tell me what you are for Halloween.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman? Why'd you want to be Wonder Woman?
Because she's wondery.
She is wonderful. What about you?
I'm the Yellow Power Ranger.
The yellow, why the yellow one?
I don't know, I just picked it. Come on, Daddy.
Why'd you want to be a police officer?
Because I wanted to.
Because you wanted to? Am I under arrest if I don't give you candy? There you go. What's your favorite candy?
Chocolate.
I got some chocolate. You want some?
Yep.
What are you for Halloween?
I'm Pennywise.
You're Pennywise? Ooh, that's pretty creepy.
My mom picked it out.
Let's say trick or treat. Say hi.
Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Go for it.
Happy Halloween!
Go for it.
Wait, are we on TV?
You will be.
Wait, what?
We have more Halloween fun next on Local 3.
It's been really cool to see the whole thing come full circle.
We're heading north to Fort Collins, where one internet star has a display you have to see.
Plus, paying homage to the Stanley Cup champs.
What have your neighbors said? They like it?
Oh, they love it. I think they're all Avs fans, and they know we are, so they support us.
1 Yard in Littleton taking on an Avs theme this Halloween.
70 degrees to start November tomorrow, but there's a chance of snow before the end of the week.